Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rod here with the Hodler FUD Crypto, your new source for all things cryptocurrency. Guys, again, big thank you to all who are supporting the channel as it continues to grow. We're up to about 410 subscribers. I think it was 408 the last I checked this morning. So greatly appreciate all the support, and we'll continue to deliver these videos to try to increase the message and information that's out there about cryptocurrency and where we think the market is currently. And you hear a lot of people right now talking about is it the end or have we hit a top? And everything right now, guys, is showing that we haven't hit the top. And I think the one big thing that we really need to start looking at is people start to question where we are, and they say all these different kind of FUD lines are coming out now. And what we really need to understand that as we're watching Bitcoin, it's at 38,600 this morning. It's only down 21% in the last week, and now there has been a lot of pullbacks, and everybody's using the narrative of we've had over a 50% correction in the market. And yes, while that is true, if you go back and you look, we had a 20% correction. We gained 13%, and then we had a 35% correction, okay? So yes, we did have two back-to-back pullbacks, but what they're not really talking about is the 4 other pullbacks we had prior to that. And a lot of this is kind of going back, if you look at 2017 specifically, and we look at something like the Bitcoin dominance versus the other top indexed coins or tokens, you can see that where we are is really relative to where we were maybe somewhere around April 2nd of 2017. And what we know about that bull run is from April 2nd, that bull run ended near December. And so maybe we are looking at a bull run that's a lot later. Maybe we thought we were starting this thing a lot sooner than we did as we started to overhype these things. Now, if you look right here on the Bitcoin dominance, I've got right in the middle, I've got my cursor set up here right now. And that is showing that on April 2nd, Bitcoin dominance was almost 65% and Ethereum had a 15.9%. Now, you have to understand in 2017, Cardano didn't have any market dominance. Polkadot didn't have any. Internet Computer didn't have any. So there's a lot of really big assets or tokens that are eating up some of that capitalization of the market. Also, Tether only had 0.2%. Okay, so as we saw that first really big pullback, you can see a rounded top, sideways movement for a little while. What did we just do, guys? We came up, we met a new top, we had sideways movements, then we've had a huge pullback. Okay, so as we can see there, Bitcoin dominance 65%, Ethereum almost 16%. Okay, so what if we were into this scenario where we're actually following this trend and we are actually going to push this bull market way out into the end of this year with blow off tops for altcoins happening next year into January? Well, if you zoom over here to today, okay, we got to look, Bitcoin dominance is up over 44% right now. Ethereum is in at 16%, okay? Sorry, Ethereum's at 17%. Tether's got 3% or 4% of the market cap right now. Cardano carrying the same 3 to 4%. Polkadot almost 2%. Internet Computer 1.3%. Okay. Others is 21.8%. Now this is as of May 16th. So some of those numbers were off on this image, and that's why I've given you the actual current figures for today. So if you look at that dip and valley, we're kind of at this drop down, run back up, and that's kind of where we're going to see what's going to happen now is we're going to see Bitcoin dominance rise. I say we won't get to the 65% level again, but I definitely see a 55 to maybe 60% dominance gained. But there's so many great, strong projects right now that I don't see everybody losing a huge percentage. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you're more not speculative, but people were putting money in a lot of things like OMG and even internet computer. Like there's people that were just onboarding money into project they think they were going to pump, and those things aren't going to pump. So the money's going to come out. So the rest of that dominance in the market that was holding, I think at the peak we had Bitcoin dominance at 38% or something like that, or yeah, it was at the lows. And now it's starting to climb back up. But so at 38% and Ethereum had 20%, that left almost 32% to be held by others, 42% to be held by others. Okay? So as we're going to see that 42% held by others slide down, where is that money going to flow? Well, it's going to flow into our steadfast horses that pulled this market through the mud. Okay? So you're going to see your Bitcoins and your Ethereums, Cardanos, like that huge community of Cardano followers is stocking up right now as this price is extremely low. And I've had requests to do videos on Elrond, and we will do one. It probably released Monday. But what I find really interesting is if you look over at CoinMarketCap, what's the only project to be positive today in the last 24 hours that really has been resistant to the amount of market manipulation in the last week? It's Celsius. And what does Celsius do? Well, we're going to cover that tomorrow, because I think the project Celsius isn't getting enough love. And as I'm always going to be a big Cardano supporter, I'm a big proponent of the Cardano community. I love what Cardano is doing for cryptocurrency and globally. But Celsius is something we're going to cover off tomorrow, because it's up 3% today and only down 2.4% in the last week. So these are huge things to start looking at. You know, if you look at the last 7 days for gainers, yeah, you've got, hold on. So the only gainers in the top 10 are all stable coins, but then what's right there is Celsius. Celsius is holding on tight. Another huge project that we've yet to cover, but said lots of great things about, is Solana. Solana's right there as well, as only 8% in the last week. Solana's had a lot of big news to kind of prop it up, the Coinbase listing, and maybe we'll cover Solana into Tuesday. But right now, guys, I need you to understand that the market is not in this great big devastating blow that people are trying to put it off to. And I think a lot of people are trending us further ahead in the bull run than we actually are. So wanted to jump on today, just give you a little bit more perspective. I'm not going to cover any news. You know, there's some big news that came out this morning with forecasting Bitcoin's price using quantitative models over on Cointelegraph. And this is a great read where you can get in and you can actually look at where they hold Bitcoin against precious metals and the stock to flow of those values and where they think they're going to end up. Great read. It's done by guest authors. If I scroll to the bottom, I can grab their names here for you. We got Ruggiero Bertelli and Daniel Bernardi, both of the financial backgrounds, and they are comparing the power law of Bitcoin based on scarcity. And you can see on the bottom trend of this chart, and I won't cover this because you guys can go ahead and read it. It's projected to catch up with that scarcity of, silver, diamonds, gold, etc. They're the bottom chart for Bitcoin here, and it says in 100 years that it'll be up over $10 trillion. So very neat little read here about the scarcity of metals and stones and gems and stuff like that, and where we think that Bitcoin holds a candle to them. So really good read. I'm not going to get into any news stories today. Just the market is really volatile, but understand the narrative is, like, you've heard stories about people saying there's still one big wallet out there that these maxis are trying to liquidate. And maybe so. Maybe that's what their gun-ho initiative is. But honestly, guys, just breathe. Stockpile assets right now. This is why it's always important to take your profits on the way up so that you've got some Tether or USDC coin or something you can put into the market in these situations so they don't hurt. You can actually even have bought Bitcoin at $45,000 and now buy here and you're actually, especially if you bought the bottom of the market, you're $45,000. If you just made 2 equal purchases of 1 Bitcoin, your 2 Bitcoins now have an average buy-in at $37,000. Congratulations, you're back in the green as of right now. So understand that there's ways that you can dollar cost average. It doesn't have to be every day. It can be at different points in the markets to lower your entry points and your value of your portfolio. You know, if Michael Saylor can still keep buying right now and lowering his average cost, you gotta understand there's a way to do that, guys. So anyways, the market is the market. Right now, where everybody thinks it is at a different stage. Like I said, I really feel that we're rhyming towards that 2013 where we're gonna stack a little bit of accumulation and support right now and then have absolutely blow off tops and parabolic runs. I just think where we are in the market today is going to be that of where we maybe were in the market at the start of the 2017 bull run right now. And you can see it on the dominance chart here, guys. That first big slope down is really rhyming with what we're going through today. And if we see a little build up and pull back down, you're gonna blow this thing right into a huge bull run with blow off tops. And you can see where Bitcoin and Ethereum's dominance almost touched into that would be July, the middle of July in that run. And we're really predicting a strong summer in this run. So kind of watch for stuff like this, guys, because I think especially, you know, as I told you guys, there was not a big Cardano holding then. There was not a big Polkadot holding then. You know, ICP and Tether and all kinds of things that didn't really play into this. I think it's really telling how much money is being held in Tether right now to where we are in this bull run, because the amount of Tether that people are holding right now is really that of what people were starting to hold at the start of that bull run, where the money was starting to flow back out and into projects. So we're following really 2013 to a T, where we're going to have the big stack of accumulation, another blow off top. We had a mini run, or I think we're just starting the bull run, and we've been delayed based on all of the hype coming into this market this year with a bunch of fluctuation and manipulation. So guys, it's not really a strong science. You know, if it was a strong science for how things were going, we wouldn't be going through what we're going through today. But things are starting to rhyme and really start to line up, guys. If you look at dominance and capitalization of the market and where that is, I think we're maybe just starting into a bull run that could last the rest of this year. So that's just my opinion. I'm just some guy on the internet, on YouTube, spilling my thoughts and my opinions. But that's what I got for today, guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to do the Celsius video and then Elron on Monday. But protect yourself. Don't wreck yourself. Hodler Fudd out.